What's up everybody, I'm of course the one there, the Joker of YUGIOH, and today I'm coming at you with my brand new Trickstar Burn variant deck profile as promised from my earlier video today, which of course was my deck dueling Paleo at my local GameTraders Salisbury this past weekend, where I ended up coming first place. I've come first place twice with this deck at my locals, although I have changed the deck quite a bit, so I had to give you guys another update on this deck profile. I really hope you guys do enjoy, and yeah, if you guys actually want to duel me either at my locals or online, just hit me up, or actually go to my locals and we can actually duel, trade, whatever. I love going to GameTraders Salisbury, so I'm going to be there quite a lot, and I absolutely love the atmosphere. It's absolutely great, as I've said in the past, so make sure to hit me up down there or just go down there for fun. But as promised today, I'm going to be bringing you guys my Trickstar Burn variant deck. I absolutely love this deck. I've said it 1,000 times, and I have changed up the deck quite a bit. And if you guys actually want to see this deck in action, check out the duel videos. Or if you guys want to comment anything down below, feel free to. Hopefully, try not to be too harsh, but I can truly handle the burn, if you know what I mean. As a lot of people have to handle the burn against this deck. So here it is, guys. I'm going to be showing you guys the deck part right now.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Let the good times roll!
Okay, so here it is, guys. To start us off with that monster lineup, you have to be running Triple Candying. She's essential, she's the searcher. I've said it 1,000 times, you pretty much know what she does. Then you've got Lycoris, who of course is our main burner, and of course she is my main combo card. And then that one Lilybell, unless you're playing a random spam variant or, you know, the budget variant of this deck, then you don't need to be running more than one Lilybell. I wouldn't personally recommend running two, but that's me. I mean, comment down below if it works well for you, but personally I just like running the one, and it works really well for me. Just being able to use that recycle power is always fun. Now, that's it for the Trickstar lineup. Now we're going to get on to the hand traps, and the hand traps are pretty expensive in this meta, and in this format, and in this deck in general. Because with ours, we're of course running the triple Ash. Now, it's my build. Now, I will say this right now, if you can't afford Ash, because yeah, it is a pretty expensive card, don't worry. Take out Ash and put in, you know, Effect Veiler, even though it's not as good, because Ash really does troll your opponent and can stop their combos, and it's great in a mirror match. If you can't get Ash, then yeah, put in Effect Veiler. My other recommendation would be Eater of Millions if you can't get Ash. If you can get Ash, run Ash. After that, we're of course running the triple Droll Unlock. There is no substitution for this card in my opinion. You want to be getting this card as quick as you possibly can, because the Droll Unlock combo is really fun. It's really annoying to use against your opponent because half the time you actually win the game, and I've actually won a few times just by drolling them, and it's always fun to use. And then for our last hand trap, I actually only run double Ghost Ogre, and the reason I use that is only because I find 3 would always get cluttered. I barely even use Ghost Ogre on my opponent. If anything, I actually use it in a combo against myself, which involves chain summoning. I've shown it in the past. I'll show it towards the very end of this video as well. But basically, yeah, I only run the 2 because 3 gets really, really cluttered. So that's it for the monsters. Now I'm going to go over this deck a little bit quicker than usual, because you guys have seen it 1,000 times, and I absolutely love this deck. For our spells, we're of course running the triple Light Stage, Searcher of course, the triple Terraforming to of course search for Light Stage, and triple Darkroom of Nightmare. Now I know my Light Stage is rare, my Terraforming's rare, and I've got one Darkroom of Nightmare which is common. It's the only card in this deck that actually you can get in a rarity, but I don't have it in the rarity. Don't worry, I've actually ordered one, thanks to the help of an amazing person called Creative Duelist, sending me some money, because just an absolutely legendary person, so sweet and so kind to me. That money has actually gone towards getting a super rare version of this card, so when that arrives, I'm just going to be super happy because I'll have a play set and it'll just look really, really nice. But Darkroom of Nightmare is primarily, it's just a really nice burn card. Not everyone expects it. I do know some people that run, you know, back row removal like Cosmic Cyclone and MSTs and Twin Twisters. Yeah, sure, but not if they have to use it against this card. That's really, really funny, because then you can just use your other better cards a lot against them. But with Darkroom of Nightmare, if they can't do that, then primarily they could be taking 1,000 damage if you've got Lycoris and Light Stage on the field. just because of that one combo, it's absolutely insane. So that's why, yeah, I'm going to continue to run Dark Move Nightmare because it works really, really well for me. Then I'm running triple chain summoning, and I run this card because the combo is insane. As I said, I can use Ghost Ogre and pop my own, you know, Cantina if they don't try and negate her and all that. If they go, you know, Ghost Ogre on my own Cantina, fine, I'll just use that. Primarily though, Ash is the only one. Ash and that new trap card, Infinite Impermanence and Effect Veiler, but Effect Veiler, it has to remain on the field. Ash really does stop it, same with Infinite Impermanence. But if I've got Lycoris against a lot of that stuff, I can always bounce it back. Ash is the only one that really stops me from searching. But if they go, you know, that new Infinite, or if they go for the Effect Veiler, then I can always just go, you know what, Lycoris, chain, bounce it back to my hand. I still get the search. It's absolutely great. And that's why I love the deck, because it's just like, no, you're going to try and stop me? Not on my watch. It's just super fun. So yeah, that's why I also love running this card, because of the combo of just being able to go Candina, Lycoris, and then just go for the search and go for the overkill, which I do quite a bit. And then I'm running for my only other draw power, because a lot of it is search heavy. That double Power Desires. This card's really, really fun. Don't run 3. 3 will destroy your deck. 2 is just enough. Hell, in games though, I don't even resolve the 2. I just resolve the 1. Because resolving 2 gets really, really risky. Unless you've got Eater of Millions in your hand and you really want to, you know, kill your opponent that way, and they've got no back row and they've got no way around it, then yeah, sure, go ahead. But be mindful, bashing your entire deck, because it's only 40 cards, it's not always the wisest move to go with. And then for our one-offs I run the 1 Regeki, 1 Dark Hole, and the 1 Monster Reborn. So that's it for my spell lineup. Now we're going to be moving on to the traps. Now for the traps, I of course run triple Reincarnation. She is essential. She's absolutely great. Trying to get these though is extremely hard, so if you don't have them at this point, hopefully you get them. But I mean, if you want to play Trickstars, getting them at the very beginning or getting them around midway, where I've been giving you guys these deck profiles, was the wisest time to do it. Now this card just keeps on going up in price, and it's just really, really hard to get, which is sad to see. But also at the same time, we don't want too many Trickstar players at the same time, because if anyone's playing Trickstars, then, you know, nobody's playing. Then we've got double Disturbance Strategy and double Present card for that draw heavy power. Because this is the burn variant, I do rely on forcing them to draw so much or drawing them. And that's why I like running this lineup. And then that 1 Solemn Judgment, because it just negates whatever. I mean, I do use it quite a lot, so I wouldn't take it out actually. If anything, yeah, it's actually hard to want to take this card out. I've thought about it a few times, but I always end up putting it back in because it just works so well. So that's it for the main deck. Now we're going to go on to the extra and the side. Now I'm going to show you guys the extra deck first, because then you'll understand why I run particular cards in the side kind of thing. Now, I have not run the Ghost Reaper lineup for a really long time, and the reason I've stopped running that, because I never actually ran Ghost Reaper when I was playing. It was a really nice idea, but I never actually went into the thing. I never actually used the card against my opponent to ever win a game, so I end up taking that out. If you want to play it, go right ahead, but it's not primarily the best hand trap for this particular deck. I mean, you can use it against that Raid Raptor card for, you know, awaken the dragon targets and all those kind of things. That trap card that's really annoying. But other than that, there isn't really many extra deck monsters that you can't get around with other cards. So that's why in my now extra deck I run the 1 Decode, the 1 Holly, the 1 Trickstar Black Cat Bat, the 1 Gaia, and the 1 Underclock. So these are the only links I run. Decode is just a really nice one to go into. It's really easy. Holy Angel and Black Cat is for that burn combo I love using. As I said, this is primarily the burn variant, so I don't even need to go into these half the time, but it's always fun. Gaia is mainly, if I'm going up against, you know, that annoying Lair of Darkness deck, and they force me to have tokens in any possible way, or if I have a person that just forces me to have, like, them terrible cards, I can just go, you know what, Gaia, I'm just going to bring this card out. It's a nice beater, and it's always fun. And Underclock Taker is just that really nice combo. For my rank 4s, even though I don't really go into my rank 4s that much, it's always nice to have these 5 ones. And they are, of course, Heartland Draco, Silent Honorak, Bugaska, the Diamond Direwolf and the Castell. Now I run these particular rank 4s because Heartland Draco, that direct attack, and bringing out 2 Candians is pretty fun. Silent Honorarch, just take their annoying card. Buguska to stall, Diamond Direwolf for destruction, and Castell just to get rid of that annoying card. And then for my last cards in my extra, I run 1 Acid Golem, 1 Granosaurus, 1 Nightmare Shark, 1 Quantal, and 1 Phantom Knight of the Break Sword. Now this is the main one I actually bring up. This is my main guy. I absolutely love them, destroying my own thing, even if I destroy my own reincarnation. I've showed you guys the combos a few times. If you want to check out my other stuff, just go check out the duel videos I've done in the past, and you'll see a lot of combos just from that. If you need any combo, if you actually want me to make a full-on combo video, comment down below, and I'm happy to do that in another one. But I pretty much just want to explain some combos as I showed you guys the deck. That's why, yeah, I did the Ghost Ogre one of, like, that's why I use Ghost Ogre a lot, because I use all my own Candina and then go chain summoning. But with Nightmare Shark, it's just direct. Quantal Mech Beast, get around that annoying back row card. Phantom, destroy. Granosaurus for that, destroy and then 1000 damage. And then the Acid Golem. Now, if I actually did get the Nightmares, yeah, there is a lot of change that I would actually do to this. But, that's neither here or there. I haven't actually got the Nightmares yet. But if I was to get the Nightmares, then probably taking out Castell, another one would definitely be, you know, Granosaurus, Heartland Draco. So yeah, there are a few options because you only need 4 slots. So primarily, yeah, I'd be taking out some of the rank 4s that I just don't use a lot of. But I've always trusted because they just work really, really well for me. But adding Nightmares into this deck wouldn't be a problem. It's just money-wise, and, you know, I don't want to spend too much on cards that I don't use a lot of. And this deck has just been working so well that I've liked it as it is, and I've absolutely loved it. Now, the last part of this deck I'm actually going to show you, of course, is the side. Now, my side has changed a lot, and that's why I also wanted to show you guys the video, because my side has dramatically changed compared to a few times. Like, I used to run Dimensional Barrier, I used to run a few different cards, Kaiju Engine and all that, but I've taken a lot of it out, as you will see. So my side now is actually 3 Eater of Millions. I side these 3, because primarily, yeah, my deck is going first, and, like, as I said, yeah, if you want to run these in your main, go right ahead, but my deck is primarily trying to go first, and if I draw this, and I'm trying to go first, and I have that burn hand, primarily, yeah, I don't want to see this until second game where you're forcing me to go second or third, game where you're forcing me to go second, and I can just attack you and destroy you with this amazing card. So that's why I actually run the 3 in the side, and it does work really well. My only 2 Kaijus, I only run the Humongous and the Gameciel, but I've actually thought about taking these 2 out for so long, a few times. Like, at this point, I don't even actually ever use them, because of the new Raid Raptor card, well, not Raid Raptor card, that's technically new, it's mainly the combo of that annoying XZ card that is unaffected by card effects and all that. I mean, I can tribute over it, but at the same time, there isn't too many monsters that I like tributing over, so I don't know, maybe I'll put in Honest and I'll try that, but then there's always that Invoked player, so, I mean, having Gameciel and Humongous is always nice. It just gets around that annoying card. But, I mean, it's all personal choice. Like, whatever works well for you. So far, the Kaijus are working well for me, so I'm going to keep them in until they stop working so well for me. But comment down below, as I said, what you guys think on running Kaijus, or would you recommend, you know, running Honest? What works well for you guys? But moving on with the side, I run 3 Cosmic Cyclones in my side. I side these because I never actually rely on using them a lot. Once again, it's a second turn card. But where I go up against those annoying decks that specifically side against me, they're usually siding in cards that are continuous ones and all that. So having Cosmic Cyclone just to be able to side in myself, it's like, oh, I counter your counter. So it's just always fun. 3 Called by the Grave, and I side this because hand traps are a big thing that stops this deck, but main decking them, I mean, I don't run into them too much. I mean, there aren't too many decks that run a lot of them, where I personally do, so it's a really fun atmosphere. But I mean, at the same time, if I go up against a, you know, Ashes a lot, then yeah, I'll definitely put these in, draw unlocks and all that, that's fine. But at the same time, I only side these in every so often. Then the next spell is Prohibition. I actually cited this in a few times. It's really funny because I can just call a card and neither player can play it until this card's gone. So it's like really funny. It's like, oh yeah, you got that one card that can stop me in your deck. I'm gonna play this and call that card. And it just makes me laugh because now they have to try and destroy it. And if they only run like one destruction card, what's really, really funny is I could just go Prohibition, Prohibition, not one after the other, of course, just go activate Prohibition, call one card, activate another Prohibition, call the card that could potentially destroy the card, the Prohibition in general. So you can't bring out your beast card, and you can't destroy the Prohibition that stops you from bringing out your best card, which is really funny. And then the next one, which of course is the last side deck card, is Anti-Spell Fragrance. Now I run Anti-Spell Fragrance still because Pendulums still play around. There's other decks that this is used well against. Using in those mirror matches, it's always fun. So yeah, that's why I love playing Anti-Spell Fragrance. But of course, guys, that is my Trickstar deck. I absolutely love this deck. You guys have seen the combos 1,000 times. You've seen the Called by, you know, the Graves and all that. You've seen the Chain Summoning combo. I've done a few of the Dark Room of Nightmare combos. You've practically seen it all. But if you guys want me to make a specific combo video, feel free to comment down below. And I'll happily make that. Like, I'll happily make you guys a combo video on how to play Trickstars and how I personally play them and what works really, really well for me on playing them and all that. But of course, you guys got to comment that down below if you guys really want to see that. Of course, till you comment that, and of course, till the next one, like, as always, like, just comment down below. If you want to see anything in particular, just comment down below. If I'm able to make it, I'm happy to make it. But of course, till then, and till the next one, just keep on smiling, enjoy the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any TCG that you play, and of course, that ends it for me, guys. The Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! Signing off.